Hello, this is Dango1867. Hope you're all feeling alright today because I am tickety boo. Welcome to the latest episode of my Doncaster Rovers Road to the Premiership on Championship Manager 97-98. So the last game we had a catch up on was the home game against Burnley. Yes, Premiership Burnley, where we beat them 3-2, but they weren't Premiership at this point. So straight on to the next game, and it was an embarrassment. As you can see, we took an absolute hiding at home. And the reason for that is Alexander got sent off. And Alexander, while he's been brilliant for me so far with some really good ratings, he has now had 3 red cards and 1 yellow. He tends to make the worst possible decisions at the worst possible time. And because we don't run with a keeper on the bench, it pretty much went to poo very fast. We still had chances to score, but they ripped us a new one without a keeper in there. Gardner getting 4, so an absolutely shocking result at home. We bounced back a little bit on a long trip down south to Plymouth. A very open game for both sides. Plymouth probably edged it in regards to the chances overall. But we managed, after being 2-0 down, to pull it back with Winus and Middleton getting the goal. So happy to get something out of a game that we probably didn't really deserve. Then it was a home game against Bristol City. As you can see, we had plenty of chances. They didn't have any. It was super keeper enforced with Welch keeping them in the game. And it was superstar Atkinson with the finish to give us the well-deserved 3 points. Followed this up with the auto windscreen shield. Home game against Blackpool. Mackenzie scoring after a bit of a drought from him. Pretty much a dominant performance again. That's 2 back-to-back as we start to try and tinker to try and get away from the high-scoring game. So we start to tinker with the formation just a little bit in regards of playing fullbacks rather than wingbacks, seeing how that does. Just try and stop the rot in regards of shipping so many goals. Next game was an away game again into Wales, this time against Wrexham. A close game, we just edged it. Heidstrom and Mackenzie with 2, Milligan for them. So pretty happy with that trip into Wales. The Norwegian superstar really is a very, very impressive player on this. And I'm so glad I managed to get him in the second season because I completely forgot in the first. A little bit awkward. We then followed the trip in regards to Wales for a trip down to London where the spoils were shared. A very young gifted Noah Williams getting 2 for Watford. Twiss and Mackenzie again, who's starting to see a little bit of form again, getting in on it. Again, superstar keeper for Day for Watford, and Watford have got a very good side as well, so I was happy with those points, but I feel probably should have got a win down in London. We then had a very poor performance in what was a pretty open game, and Bolly, the legend that is Roger, absolutely was the difference maker in this. They also had, again, superstar keeper in Parkin, but we just didn't break it down. Look at the Winus there, had an absolute shocker. And was subbed. Couldn't break him down, and and Bolly just got his goals and made it pretty much as you were. Off the back of a defeat, which we then again into London. This time a very exciting game. Back to our normal high-scoring back and forths with more chances created by us. But it was a 3-2 victory. Twists getting 2. Jackson, our new signing from Leeds. We got in for 87,000 at centre half to try and shore up, actually getting the one of the goals there. And 2 goals, 1 for Lawrence and 1 for Cook. So, pretty good result against Fulham. Again, with another high-scoring game. And again, look, a sending off for Alexander. The kid just does not learn. What a game this was. Back and forth. Ebbing and flowing, we got back into it, we looked like we were going to do something, and only for them to snatch it at the end, even though it was 10 men aside, with their player Newman getting sent off as well. But we really need to stop having Alexander sent off, because it's pretty much when that happens, anything can happen. And if it wasn't for the fact that Millwall also had a player sent off. This game could have gone either way. And sadly, we lost it at the last. But exciting game for obviously a neutral, but not great for us because, again, we are shipping far too many goals. This is when I really start to tinker a little bit with the defence, trying to pack the defensive midfielders as well. 1-0 win, late, boring game. They didn't have a chance on target other than the penalty, which they missed. And Sogby off the bench, superstar coming off the bench in regards to the FA Cup first round match, and won the round and the tie, getting us a second round game. So we followed that up again with another clean sheet. This time we created some chances, but not enough. So 0-0 against Southend. Form is going a little bit backwards. So we're just looking at the table now. So we've gone from first down to third. We are shockingly bad at the back. So we are still the league's top scorers by a good 10 goals. But we are also one of the worst defensive sides in the division. There is only, I think, 3 sides conceded sort of less goals than we have. And we're looking for promotion. That is not good enough. Just to catch you up on the transfers then. So we did bring in, like I said, Mark Jackson. We needed a centre-half. 87k from Leeds was a pretty decent buy. We released Barker as well because, to be honest, we needed space in the squad and he's not really been picked up anyway. He managed that 1 goal last season, but it was kind of a panic buy at the time. So we are tinkering. That's the latest formation we are running. Whether or not it stays like that, I don't know, because it seems to be we've gone it so we are defensive, we are holding out, but we're also not scoring goals now, which is kind of early on in the season. As you can see, previously under our original formation, we were conceding, but we were also winning. So we've got to kind of balance it out at the minute in regards of whether we want to just completely go defensive and try and win the games 1-0, or whether we want to just go for broke and try and score some more goals. But it's 21 games. We're in a good position, very much within touching distance of that automatic promotion places, which is definitely what we want. So hopefully the second half of the season's coming up. We're going to try our best to keep ourselves consistent as we can and get hopefully automatic. Worst case scenario, leave ourselves in the playoffs. So hopefully you've enjoyed this episode. Drop a like, comment and subscribe. I've been Dango. Catch you all later, guys.